The Sculptor and the Imperfect Clay. Alina was a ceramic artist whose technical skill was legendary. Her bowls were perfectly symmetrical, her glazes flawlessly smooth, and her vases adhered to every classical proportion. Yet, despite the flawless quality, critics dismissed her work as beautifully empty. They called her pieces competent but cold, lacking the fire of true artistic passion. For years, this criticism paralyzed her. She feared imperfection more than failure. She spent her days kneading clay, purifying it, preparing it, and throwing it back into the bucket if a single bubble or fleck of grit appeared. But she rarely finished anything. Her studio was immaculate, a space of sterile preparation, not creation. She was trapped in the pursuit of a perfection that stifled her soul. One bitterly cold winter night, a pipe burst in her studio. She rushed in the next morning to find the room flooded. The massive shelf holding her prized, unfired clay forms, the ones she deemed too perfect to risk in the kiln, collapsed in a sodden, muddy heap. The damage was devastating. The fine, purified clay was now hopelessly mixed with floor grit, bits of wood, and flakes of old plaster. Instead of throwing it all out, Alina started scooping the wet, gritty, ruined mixture into containers, purely out of habit. Dejected, she didn't touch the clay for weeks. But when she finally returned, she had run out of her perfectly clean reserves. All she had left was the waterlogged, dirty, imperfect clay from the floor. She began to work with it begrudgingly at first. The grit tore at her hands, the clay sagged unexpectedly, and bubbles erupted during throwing. Frustrated, she stopped trying to force it into a perfect shape. She started listening to the material instead. She let the gritty textures define the surface. She accepted the uneven rim left by a careless pull. She allowed the accidental cracks to become lines of character. When fired, the impurities in the clay created surprising flashes of color beneath the glaze, turning flaws into unique beauty. These new pieces, born of necessity and imperfection, were vibrant, textured, and deeply honest. When she exhibited them, the critics and the public were stunned. They didn't see technical perfection. They saw soul. They saw the struggle, the grit, and the accidental beauty of a life lived, not just prepared for. Alina realized that her art had found its voice only when she gave up control and embraced the simple, powerful truth. Sometimes the greatest inspiration is hidden in the mess, and your true self is found not in the flawless ideal, but in the courage to be perfectly imperfect.